Before we start with it, can I know who everyone is? Because we're only notified 2 witnesses, and I see.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I know, but we do have a number of people here as well.
Before we start with it, can I know who everyone is? Because we're only notified 2 witnesses, and I see.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I know who we have here representing each side, but we do have a number of people here as well who may be witnesses. Mr. House, maybe you can introduce everyone.
Ken Amon. This is Gabby Olmstead, the service coordinator, and this is Dr. Kim Gaines, and she is a psychologist, and she's here to provide. You have your psychologist, so we have our psychologist.
That's right. That's right.
We were notified. We were notified.
Okay, and all right, so Mr. House, you've chosen to waive your opening. Mr. Schetti, you're entitled to an opening if you'd like to provide me one. And I can't consider it as evidence because you're not under oath.
Then I may as well just wait.
Okay, all right. I have a recording here, recording everything, so I'm going to ask, if you don't mind, to please wait for a question to finish before providing any answers because it muddles the recording. Also note, I'm taking my own notes. I'm sometimes not the fastest typist, so I might slow you down for my purposes, for my notes, okay?
To prevent contamination of witnesses, can we have them separated?
You want to have witnesses outside of the room while others are testifying?
Correct.
Mr. House, any position on that?
Well, yeah, at least with respect to their expert witness, when that expert witness is testifying, I've got to have my expert in here. And with Gabby, she really is here just in case there was any issues or any questions arising with the self-determination program. And the way you've identified the issues, I don't see it, so I don't expect her to testify. So she wouldn't have to leave the room.
If she's not testifying, she doesn't have to leave.
Yeah, and I'm not planning on calling the service coordinator. In my case in chief, he would only be available for rebuttal evidence.
Okay.
And then I've got Kate, who's going to be my principal witness.
Okay. Your position on any of those?
The issue that we want to ask, Gilmer, is this is not an open trial, and so to just observe and serve no purpose, we don't see any reason why somebody has to be here if they're just observing, because it is not an open trial.
Well, it is an open trial, but you can object and make it private.
Yeah, but uncomfortable.
Okay, let me finish, please. Ms. Olmstead is here because they were chosen for the self-determination lottery. They've advised us that they don't want to pursue that. My whole purpose of having Gabby here was that so she could hear and maybe it would give her a better understanding of where you're coming from if and when that ever happens. So,
can we then just invite her back to that part where she needs to be?
Well, she needs to be here when you do.
Yeah, I understand, but if we're not talking about self-determination, my wife is not feeling comfortable with
it.
All right.
The service coordinator, I think, is Michael Hoffman. Were you present here today to hear Dr. Paul's testimony?
Yes.
Okay. And were you also present at the hearing when Gary Schetti testified?
Yes.